Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. I know I look a bit dirty and sweaty and that's because it's bloody hot over here. I've just been to the gym and the aircon was broken in there, so brilliant. But I thought I'd do a video anyway. A lot of people have been waiting for the update to the Alchemist AI bot. How is it going now? And yeah, if you haven't seen the other two videos I've done, check them out on the channel. But basically I installed the Alchemist AI trading bot in late November of last year, and I've been following the progress on how it's performing. Now, I'm not affiliated with it in any way still. This is all just a personal kind of journal on how it's going. I don't make any money from them. I'm not selling it. I don't care whether you buy it or not. This is just a documentation of the progress because I find it interesting. Now, so there have been a couple of things that have happened since the last update. The main one being that I was contacted on Instagram by a fellow user of the bot who said they had been stopped out because the bot has a 40% stop out limit. If the drawdown hits 40%, it will close all the trades. So it's kind of like a safety thing. Now, I was a little bit confused by this because mine had been nowhere near to hitting that 40%. So I was a little bit suspicious, but then he sent me a link to a Telegram group for me to join, where he said a number of other members had also experienced this same thing. So I joined, and yeah, a lot of people had, and they were showing their account, and it was all legit. So it turned out, and the boss of Alchemist ended up joining this Telegram and explaining what was going on.
Hi, so it is shown on the My Fixbook. You can see that we reached several times 35, 38, 33, 20% and stuff like that. So we've been a few times pretty close to that, and the My Fixbook track record is public, and I do highlight such things as well in the tutorial videos where I insert the software. In the first video we do highlight that such a scenario is unfortunately possible, and that's the downside of investment. If there would be no risk at all, it would be like a money glitch. Everybody could take out a loan, pay 5% interest and keep the remaining profits.
And it turned out, I think it was around 2% of accounts had been affected, and what the problem was that it depended on when you had started the bot. If you'd started it before a certain point, the trades would have been closed out and you wouldn't have been involved and in the drawdown. And if you started after a certain point, the way it happened, the algorithm happened to work out, was that you'd still be in those trades and they'd be hitting the drawdown. The pair in question was Euro JPY, and at the time the Japanese government were doing some kind of shady stuff. I don't really understand it too much. I won't pretend to understand it, but it was manipulation of the yen and causing it to have these erratic spikes, which is what caused some accounts to have that stop out, that drawdown. So thankfully mine was not affected by this, but a number of people's were. The CTO, Johannes, was very open and honest about what had been going on, so that was good to see. His communication was very good on that, and I think, he can't just give everyone their money back that was affected by it, because when you start a trading bot, you have to be aware that that 40% stop out is likely to occur at some point, and if you get in at the wrong time, that kind of just sucks. But yeah, he was very open and well explained the situation, and did offer an extra free license to certain people if they wanted it. So yeah, that is that. Now, in regards to how it's actually performed, in the first few months it was making between 3 to 5% a month. What's happened now is that we've taken off temporarily, the Euro JPY pair, so it's only trading 3 pairs at the moment, which is USD CAD, Euro USD, and Australian dollar, US dollar. And so the profits have been a little less. However, they've still been very consistent, and the drawdown has been very low. So I'm very pleased with how it's going. I took some money out of the account when I learned about the stop outs. I had $15,000 in there, started with 12,000 something. took out 10,000, left 5,000 in there. If I hit the 40% stop out on the 5,000, I'll still be overall in profit. So yeah, I'm feeling very comfortable with it now. However, if I'd left all the money in there, I'd have made, 3 times the profit. So, swings and roundabouts on whether that was a good decision or not. So yeah, let's get into the actual figures and have a look at what's gone on in the past few months. Okay, so here we are on the remote server where I'm running the bot. You can see I've got the 3 pairs here minus EJ, and right here you can see the daily profit so far is plus 0.17%, the monthly profit is plus 3.33%, and the open drawdown is minus 0.33%. And you can see down here what that equates to in terms of this account is minus $17, which is absolutely nothing really, and very fine. And if we now check the account history, now apologies for any slight delay in this, it is running on a remote server which isn't the quickest, but we can take a look at the history. So you can see here I started this account quite handily on the very 1st of May of this year, and as I said, that was because I removed some money from the account and started a new account with that. So let's have a look. How was May? Let's get May, 1st of May to the 31st of May. And let's have a look. So we have overall, can we scroll to the bottom? This takes a lot of trades. Sorry again for the delay and the inconvenience of how this runs. So the overall profit and loss from May apparently very, very low. And yeah, I think that may be partly again due to certain times where I had to put the bot in exit mode in order to take off the EJ account, and also there was a couple of days where it wasn't running because again it needed an MT4 update. So I need to remind myself to keep checking whether MT4 needs an update or not. But anyway, obviously May overall, in terms of this, not the most profitable month, but also not a negative month. 23, that's about 0.5% on a 5k account. The actual deposit on the account was $5,150. I don't remember why it was that exact amount, but hey. So for May, 0.5% profit. Can't remember exactly why it was that low, but overall, the couple of reasons I stated definitely contributed to that fact. So if we check out June now, 1st of June to current. So June's obviously been better, and yeah, this is an accurate 3.33% of 5,000. That makes sense for that to be the figure. If 1% is around $50, that makes perfect sense as to the sum. So we know that this is accurate. And yeah, 3.3%. Now, obviously, if I had the $15,000 in there, that would equate to $500 plus, which would be obviously even nicer. But as it is, yeah, I can't fault the bot still for this current price action and the way it's performed. So yeah. In terms of the withdrawal process from RoboForex. I know a lot of people have been questioning about this as well. One thing I will say is that they have specific days where the withdrawal is commission free. Otherwise, you have to pay a fairly hefty fee to withdraw your own money. So you need to withdraw on the first or the third Tuesday of the month in order to waive those fees. So that's obviously worth doing. So just only withdraw on the first or the third Tuesday of the month if withdrawing with RoboForex. Other than that, the withdrawal went completely smoothly. I know a lot of people say they have issues with RoboForex. For me, that hasn't been the case, and they've been great so far. So no issues there. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all covered what I wanted to say with the current update for this. So yeah, I hope that helps everyone that's interested.